Good day. This is the morning show here on Inside Nigeria on Leadership TV. I am Cynthia Onwade. This is where we bring you the trending stories on the major national headlines newspapers in Nigeria. And of course, we'll be starting with the most influential newspaper in Nigeria, Leadership. Here, the major headline talks about the Muslim faithful celebrate Salah amidst tough time. Show love to the vulnerable, state president Tinubu, and that CPOB and governors others to speak and unity. Also, the Christian Association of Nigeria stood for religious harmony. Still on leadership here, Nigeria records 118 Lassa fever deaths, 645 cases in 42 states. The federal government mobilizes pension funds to finance 5,000 kilometers of road. Still on leadership newspaper here, 1,700 die in Myanmar earthquake. Explosion kills 2 destroyed goods in Delta. NDLEA napped Lekki Big Boy over drug shipment. I'm happy Tinubu has confidence in me, says Tinubu. We're still on leadership newspaper here. Rep recovers additional $40 million from 4 oil companies. And CBS condemns killing of 16 hunters in Edo State. Talking about the jungle justice that occurred in Edo State over the week. And below the leadership newspaper, of course, we have a picture of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, President Tinubu, and Vice President Kashim Shettima. Also, we have the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris. They're all at the Eid al-Fitr Salah, homage to the President. Also, we can see the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, this took place at the Presidential Villa yesterday. Moving to our page 3 now, which is our stand. It talks about checking the excesses of multi-charge. We want to pick up a copy of Leadership newspaper to get a feel of what that editorial is talking about. Moving to the back page, we have Monday column with Dakupu Kifesai talking about governors, federalism, and constitutional tension. Down below, we have our Ghana Must Go cartoon. We talked about the crisis between Wike. Fubara is about money, says Amechi. And the question there is he speaking from experience? Kindly pick up a copy of Leadership newspaper to get the juicy details on all of these news stories. We'll be moving on now to Blueprints. Blueprints here talks about Tinubu, Sultan, Alafin, others urge compassion and charity. Looking at the Eid al-Fitr celebrations, and the governors also talk about love and religious harmony. Nigerians won't regret backing Tinubu for second term, says Ganduje. Remember, we're still on Blueprint newspaper, and the 2023 DP's flop. You lied over reason for your choice. Wike replies Atiku. And we still have a picture of the homage paid to President Tinubu at the Aso Rock Villa yesterday with, of course, Nyesom Wike, the Minister of Information, Nuhu Ribadu, and also the Vice President, Kashim Shettima. And take a look at the top of the Blueprint newspaper, says tragedy, Nigerian boxer collapses, dies in ring during fight. We are down below here, Blueprint. We look at Lassa fever killed 18, or rather 118 Nigerians in 3 months, says the NCDC. 9 die, 11 injured in Katsina lone crash. Back to Muslim community will never discriminate against anybody in Enugu. Depositors concern all banks remain safe. Sound. NDIC assures customers. Down below on the Blueprint newspaper, Serap to the National Assembly, withdraw bill proposing jail for Nigerians who don't vote. And also unlimited revenues. REC secure $14.2 million from oil firms. Shoot recoveries to 50 billion naira as 4 others get 7 days to remit $23.2 million. All right, finally on sports news, 2026 World Cup, NFF has failed Nigerians, says Chukuma. All right, so we want to pick up a copy of Blueprint to get the juicy details on that. And we're moving on to The Guardian here. It says, high interest rates choke real sector as banks break 1 trillion naira profit threshold. Over the weekend, we saw some banks, displaying their profits for the year. And of course, this talks about how the interest rate is affecting, the profit threshold. We're not going to pick up a copy of the Guardian newspaper to get more information on that. Still on the Eid al-Fitr holidays, Tinubu Sultan preaches love and calls for well-being and better governance. Tinubu hails Okpebolo's education reform. NCDC activates Level 2 response as Lassa fever kills 118. I will share with authorities evidence of X under Kubara, says Nweke, talking about the River State crisis. And we have here the Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited are putting up a gratitude message to President Bola Tinubu. All right, moving on from the Guardian today, let's take a look at this day newspaper here. This newspaper talks about Tinubu. Nigeria is greater than any one of us, including the president, urges brotherly love at Eid al-Fitr holiday. His power is temporary trust from God. Hence, he warned Wike he would lose his job if his development initiatives are tilted towards helping PDP. Atiku, governor, others get greet Muslims at Eid al-Fitr. And still on this day, 9.33 trillion naira owed federal government by oil firms can offset 72% of 3 trillion naira 2025 budget deficit. All right, I will see a video message from the Chief of Staff to President Femi Gbadabiamila and an ode to President Tinubu, saying, may the best days of your past be the worst days of your future. All right, moving on from the DC newspaper, let's take a look at Vanguard and see what Vanguard has to say. The major headline on Vanguard newspaper talks about the Uromi killing and the CBS can CFM seek justice for victim. The jungle justice that occurred at Edo State earlier last week. Sanusi warns Kano youth against a reprisal. Kano sends delegation to engage the Edo State government. Okpebolo suspends security chief. Perpetrators must face justice, says Rep spokesman. Nigerians should feel safe in all regions, says Oluwa. All right, this particular killing bringing up different updates from all corners, and I'm hoping that this occurrence would actually beef up conversations regarding security and how free Nigerians should feel moving around the country. Nobody has to be scared or have fear in them moving from one part of the country to another. Still on Vanguard newspaper, Vanguard Personality of the Year award will make me work more, says Adedeji Adeleke. All right. 118 die of Lassa fever in Q1 of 2025, says the NCDC. That's quite a scary figure. Eid al-Fitr, Tinubu and Atiku Obi governors can speak peace, unity, and tolerance. Still on Vanguard newspaper, Nigerians to pay more for petrol amid domestic disputes and food price hike. 2027 Wike's good works will give APC victory in FPC, says President Tinubu. And the Rivers Sole Administrator dismantling Ubara's structure. PDP alleges Tinubu wrong to release Rivers allocation to Sole Administrator, says Emiaso, who is a retired judge. And still on Vanguard, Rex Committee recovers 21.4 billion naira from oil and gas firms. And finally on sports, tragic Nigerian boxer dies in Ghana during boxing bout. All right, moving away from the Vanguard newspaper, let's take a look at the Punch. The Punch saying, lynched travelers. CBS squad goes after killers at Okpebolo consults governors. 14 arrested as governor suspends security call box. illegal vigilante groups. Okay, still on the Punch, Fitri, Tinubu, National Assembly, and Governor police heightened security nationwide. Still on the Punch, Rivers, federal government awaits service of PDP governor's seat. Petrol price to rise more as Naira for crude talks wobble. Wema Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. We're still on the Punch newspaper. Obasa pursues suit against Miranda. Lawmakers despite Tinubu's intervention. The Lagos State House of Assembly battle doesn't seem to have an end in sight. The NCDC heightened surveillance at Lafayette River 118. And finally, on the Punch, we see oil wage bill now 24 billion naira monthly, says the governor. All right. And then on that note, we wind down here on the Inside Nigeria Leadership TV. For more of these news stories, you can pick up a copy of any of these national dailies and get more insight on what's trending in Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching. I'm still Cynthia Onadam. This is Leadership TV.
Get ready for the Leadership Awards and Conference 2024. Join us as we celebrate excellence across various fields, honoring those who've made remarkable impacts. Award categories include Person of the Year, Quinquennial Award for Governance and Infrastructure, Governors of the Year, Business Person of the Year, and many more. Stay updated by following us on social media and visiting our website, leadership.ng. For sponsorship and inquiries, contact us today. Leadership Award and Conference 2024, celebrating excellence, inspiring the future.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have